At Comics and Comics, we have a segment where we, meaning me, give an opinion about something. And if you've ever read any fanboy post on any message board anywhere, you understand why we call this segment, But Let's Face It. So I saw Kick-Ass, the movie based on the comic book, and I enjoyed it. However, it is a box office disappointment. Now, this is in stark contrast to Wanted, which was a surprise hit at the box office. Now, neither credit nor blame can really be assigned to Mark Millar, who wrote both comic books that the respective movies are based on, and has demonstrated a very carefree attitude about the way that his stories are changed for the big screen. Now, fanboys sitting in front of their computers, reading about the development of geek properties, love to criticize artistic decisions and compromises, even when these things are just in the planning stages and can't really be judged yet. They love to scream sacrilege when even small changes are made to source material. And the tone that they take when they say that there were no elves at the Battle of Helm's Deep makes it sound like the Two Towers is some kind of historical news document and that the Peter Jackson script is the Warren Report. Look, changes get made in Hollywood development, mostly for the worse. But let's face it, the opportunity for anyone to sell out is a rare and wonderful thing that should be embraced at all times. It may seem like ideals and aesthetic beliefs are the most important thing any artistic person can fight for. But you know what? Creative control is overrated. Anyone can have creative control at any time. There's just no money in it. You can bust out a canvas and paint on it, or start up a poetry blog, or heck, even put on a stand-up comedy show at a comic book store. You can be artistically right and still fail. Audiences are unpredictable and unreliable. Just look at The Iron Giant, Memento, heck, even to an extent, Kick-Ass. You know what gives you artistic freedom? What gives you complete creative control? When someone hands you a big pile of money. That frees up your day a lot more than holding on to your principles and putting in a 60-hour work week at a dead-end job. Changing the organization in Wanted from a league of supervillains to a league of super assassins is a sellout. A cheap, Poochie-like, massive sellout, not only to the original story, but to comic books in general. But it was a sellout that sold, and that's the key. Mark Millar's attitude is the right one. Who gives a fuck? He can't at all be called a whore because he went back to comic books and continued to do exactly what he wanted to. And that balance is not only the key to artistic happiness while you're alive, it's very tough to pull off. Not the doing the things exactly the way you want to part, but the having hits that bankroll the rest of your life part. And there are some other people who pull this off wonderfully as well. Steven Soderbergh makes blockbusters with big movie stars, but will then go on to make an anthology film with Wong Kar-wai and Michelangelo Antonioni. And you know, I'd give George Lucas a pass in this area as well, but I'm still waiting for him to make the experimental films he's been talking about since 1974. If you're a writer and Hollywood comes knocking on your door and says, "We love your stuff, but we want to change your lead character from, I don't know, a better version of yourself to a part that could be played by Halle Berry," a lot of people's reaction would be to cringe. But let's face it, you should crack open a bottle of champagne.